So everybody says the past doesn't matter. Then why did we go after bin Laden? Because remember, after the action hit, and that was it. Every moment afterwards was the past. The action was done. The consequences happened. And now it's in the past. So why did we spend all those years hunting him if your past doesn't matter? As my brother tells me, everything he's done to me, that was all in the past. And it doesn't matter. That was 10 years ago or 20. Then why did we go after and catch the 70-something-year-old serial killer who, again, 20 years ago was his last killing? He retired from the police force. Yeah. In California, his last killing was like 20 years ago. The past doesn't matter, right? So why find him and bring him in and try him with all the murders? Because all of that was in the past. It was decades ago. And you say the past doesn't matter. And I say that's a bunch of bullshit. I go the way of Jesus. Everything you do is your permanent fucking record. That makes up who you are. The sum of your actions. So, everything you did, everybody you fucked over, every injustice you did, it is all who you are. And so, because of all the wrongs you've done to me over my whole life, you consider that's just the past. It doesn't matter. So we can continue to butcher you. I went for part-time jobs in Uber and Lyft and Via, and I went to Starbucks and applied. I applied at DoorDash and others. And I went to all these firms and looking for jobs. Mass Mutual, New York Life, Northwestern Mutual. And I have more designations than anyone they have working for them. More experience. And everybody turns me down or they fire me. I get accosted in Uber or anything. They throw up in my car. They do this to me. They do that to me. And I get fired from 3 ride shares. I get denied to work for DoorDash. Dunkin'. Starbucks denies me hiring me. But I have more food experience, more management experience than any of their fucking employees. But the funny thing is, you keep on putting in a situation where I can't provide for myself. You inflate everything up and you decrease my income. So it's interesting how you do that. But all these motherfuckers who are pieces of shit, like this kid right here, piece of fucking garbage. How do you see? The sum of your actions, the quality of your work. Did you seek excellence in all you do, in every fucking job you had? I did. I sought excellence in my relationships, in my family, with my mother and father when I was born to alcoholics. I went about solving their problems, getting my own job, getting my own income, taking care of them, watching over them, providing for them as a child, and then providing for my elementary school and watching over people and doing all this since I've been born. And you say you can terrorize me like the truck who's coming up behind me. There's multiple lanes. Why do you get to threaten me with your vehicle? Because they say it doesn't matter. Truly. They say it doesn't matter. That they can do what they want. They can violate what they want. And it doesn't matter. Every day you tell me any violation done against me, nothing matters. This truck keeps on fucking tailgating me. And you think you would learn. Go in another fucking lane. But truly, fucking scumbag right here. Violating me. Am I riding his ass? No, I'm not riding his ass, am I? But some reason he's allowed to ride my ass. So, it's not an eye for an eye, is it? And so you get to do all this for me, to me, and get away with it. My brother Carl, John, whatever, it doesn't matter. My family, my employers, the community, the government, the non-profits, they just get to do whatever they want. And it doesn't matter. Here's another person tailgating me. And you get out of your house and it's like, wow. So there is no right to peace and tranquility. This motherfucker, and then he's like, oh, it's racism because you're a fucking minority. I'm protected. They should beat the fucking shit out of you, fucking piece of shit, because you're a minority. Because I watched Devil's Night in Detroit. I watched the LA riots. I watched the Rodney King shit. All of them breaking laws immensely. Speeding, racing, threatening everybody. And then I feel sorry for them. And all these people. I have a friend of mine. Now, he's Asian. Okay, I'll give you his. And he's a physician. And he said, well, Ron Santo did it to himself. Okay. And I can see the reason he says so. Because Ron Santo had shitloads of money. He had fame. He had all this ability to change his life. And he's coming from where I don't have a penny. I don't have any options. There's no employers. There's no way for me to get sources of income. There's no way for me to manage my condition. So most people say, what do you mean he did it to himself? He lost both legs in his life. Well, yes. Actually, he did do it to himself. He could have had the best physicians, changed the diet, did things, and everybody loved him. I loved him as an announcer and that. And so he had all the positivity in the world. He had all the love, the positivity, the Cubs holding him up, everybody patting him on the back. He had all the positivity. He had all the money. So most people say, and when it struck me, I'm like, what do you mean? And I thought about it. I'm like, he's absolutely right. Ron Santo did it to him fucking self. He had every avenue. And they hold him up for juvenile diabetes and everything. And you think about it, what a shitty example. Somebody who didn't manage his disease properly, didn't do the right things, and now he loses his legs and his life, and now he's a hero. What example is that teaching the children? Like this fucking piece of shit behind me. You think there's a wide open lane right there, you would go to it right away. The path of least resistance, right? Like Bruce Lee says, flow like water. But instead, they battle. And they fucking terrorize me. Instead of flowing like water. Moving to the path of least resistance. Isn't that what I do? I step outside of the thing and I go sit outside, or I leave the place and I flow like water, the path of least resistance. All the 100 restaurants they kick me out of, and then YouTube, they deny my videos, and everything is all about denying that I even exist or I even put this shit out. That it's just one big denial. That I have more education than anyone I know. I've been around neurosurgeons, and I have more education than any of them. Any of them. From physical to mental. From book smarts to street smarts. I run fucking laps around them. But my words don't mean anything. And everybody just keeps on hurting me. And they can take and say and do whatever they want to me, whenever they want to me. This country, they can remove me from this, they can take away my job. And you can constantly take away my ability to provide for myself and then call me a loser. You take away my ability to provide for myself and then you call me a loser. I cut out buying clothing. I don't smoke. I don't drink. And I eat at cheap restaurants. Truly. I eat a $9.99 dinner, or I take the specials here or there. And then somehow that you have to keep on shrinking my income and keep on inflating prices, so you create a bottleneck so you can fucking continuously squeeze my fucking jugular. Where these guys over here, you're giving them PPE, more money, more benefits, more everything. But it's the opposite with me. You keep on sticking your hand around my throat, squeezing my jugular, squeezing the life out of me. But all of I see is the NFL is increasing its profit sharing. Major League Baseball is increasing its profit sharing. They've improved their medical treatments, their personal training. And all of this, and somehow reason, mine is the inverse of it. Whereas everything gets better for you, you have to squeeze the fucking life out of me. So as it gets better for you, life has to go shittier for me. So this intersection where this black guy in a beautiful day, no clouds, sunny, I'm at the stoplight, truly at the stoplight legally, I'm sitting there, and he fucking comes in with his van and runs into me. Hits me right here at this corner. Milwaukee and Hints. In my Honda Accord. I just got it. It's new. And the black guy slams into me. Perfectly sunny day. Empty lane next to me. He could have just turned into the other lane. But no, he slams into me. And then what does he do? He gets out of the vehicle and he says, oh, forgive me. I don't have insurance. Forgive me. It's not my fault. Really, it was a perfectly sunny day. The roads are perfectly dry. There's not another car on the road. It's just me here. And you hit me. And I'm thinking, well, if to get the car fixed, I got to pay the deductible and everything else. And I go into this little place here and I cry and scream because I just got something and now it's destroyed. And now it's destroyed and I have to pay money to get it fixed. And money's tight. And he gets to walk away. Transfer of pain and suffering. He gets the grace. And he just pulls around and he drives off. And I'm like, okay. And I give him grace. And this is where you don't understand. God understands. There is no free grace. That means somebody was denied their relief of their pain. Their suffering was now diminished. The unrighteousness done to them is now diminished because you want grace. And you don't understand the point of Revelations. Now you stand on your own and you do something wrong, you get fucked up. You threaten me, you get a bullet through the head with your vehicle. Right in the fucking driver's seat. No more transfer of your fucking evil. That's the point of Revelations. You have to pay for your crimes. No more victimizing people like the people in China that held Miss Park in slavery and they just get to walk. The transfer of risk onto her. The pain, the suffering, the misery, the desecration. And they get to walk. Revelations is no one walks. You pay for your crimes. And if it causes you to lose a hand and a foot or to lose your head, then that's what it should be. If it causes you to go out to the electric chair, then that's what you should receive. There is no more mercy. You receive the penalties you deserve. If you deserve to be blacklisted from an industry like Mr. Bay from banking, for his life, or Ryan, my nephew, from financial service, or Phil, my other one, from financial service for life, then you're banned from life. There is no reinstatement. You're fucking gone. It's over.
Hello.
Hello. I have a McDouble. That'll be it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So, nothing saves you anymore but yourself. Your choices. That is fucking it. You fuck up, you're fucking done.
Only one McDouble, right?
Yep.
I'll just 279, please. Thank you.
And that's the point of insurance. No more transfer of risk. You get the fucking insurance. And no more transfer of your country's risk. Either your country fucking does what it needs to do to take care of its people, or they should suffer.
See, no. Every good day.
You too. So you learn. Truly. There is no proxy anymore. That's Revelations. And that goes for every country. Either you're taking care of your fucking issues, or your people should take care of you. Because in North Korea, it's their compliance. See, they allow the evil to happen. They support the administration. What happened in Iran? They overthrew the Ayatollah, or I should say, the Shah. What happened in China? They overthrew the government. So there's a just way of going about it, but in Thailand, their politicians were all corrupt, and I'll put it out there, and they rolled in the military, and they held their politicians under arrest, just like they did in Egypt. They rolled in the military because the military are the citizens, and they put their own politicians under arrest for the corruption and mistreatment of their civilization. So you have to own up to it.